from the salon page.
Oh! Hello!
Right on time, Gretchen.
Oh, I thought we turned the phone off, Sam. Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna wait a couple more seconds. We have a third iPad recording all of this, so now we have 3 devices. So if you see our eyes shooting all over the place, that's because we are looking at 3 different cameras. So we'll just give it a couple more seconds.
I'll try my best to make eye contact with everyone.
Right. I know it is gonna be kind of hard, but.
Hannah is...
Oh, that's Mark.
And he's off.
Alrighty.
Okay, well, cool. Got some people on. Fabulous. All right.
Alright, cool.
So, well, today we're going to do some hair tutorials.
And I'm the model.
Hannah's going to be
Hannah's the model today, yes. So we're going to show you, I think, 4 different looks. Is that what we're going for?
3 or 4, maybe we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how many we can fit in with the time. But we're going to show you curls on Hannah, who has longer, thicker hair. Curls on Jacqueline, who has shorter hair, obviously. Yes. And a couple just like cute, easy things to do for the summer to make your life easier.
I'm like, she looks very extra miniature back here.
I feel like I'm a floating head.
Should I put this down?
I mean,
it's fine.
Okay. It's fine. Okay, cool. So, did you want to start?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start. So I'm already I've done my bottom layer. Yes. So I thought I would kind of finish up my curls, show you how I do my usual beachy tousled waves that I typically wear every single day. So I thought I would show you guys that while they
I'm just going to start prepping Hannah. Really quick, what I'm going to do to prep her is I'm using Fiber Architect, which is a heat protectant. All three. Which is a heat protectant. It's going to protect from the curling iron, and then also has a little protein in there, so it's going to strengthen her hair as well. So you do a couple pumps, and you can put this on wet and dry hair, correct?
Yeah, I usually put it on both just because. All right, so are you going to kind of slide? Because I'm probably going to elbow you.
Oh, yeah. All right, okay, now we're going to go over here for a second.
Just shifting a little bit.
Moving.
Trying to do our best with 3 tripods, a ring light, and a mirror. So we'll get there. Okay, so like I said, I have already done my bottom layer here. My hair is just kind of hovering at my shoulder, so this is how I do my beach waves. Like Ericka said, same Fiber Architect. I put this on wet and I did some dry, so great heat protectors, sealing ends, strengthening, all that good stuff. I like to use a 1-inch curling iron. This is a clamp iron. I know a lot of you guys like to use a wand, and I'll kind of show you the difference with that as well. I also like to use my little secret tool, the flat iron. So have both ready, but all right. I've done the bottom. Let me move to the second layer. I just do 3 layers. So I will section out this, what we call kind of like a mohawk section. Kind of trippy looking at myself in 4 different spots, so it's fine. All right, so I have that clipped up. I'm going to take about inch size sections, and main thing is to roll away from your face, and then you're going to leave about 1 inch of the ends out. So just watch, rolling away, and then I gradually pull it through, and then I tug on it to keep it nice and loose. So again, with these curls, you don't need them to be super perfect, obviously. So again, I'm going behind, rolling backwards, feeding it through, and pulling it out. So that last inch is staying fairly straight. That's kind of the key to keeping it looking loose and tousled. Beachy. All the beach waves.
So beachy.
So beachy. All right. I'll try to be not super slow. But honestly, this all just kind of takes practice. most of us curl our hair or someone else's hair like every day. So of course we're going to be a little bit quicker, but once you get the hang of it, it really goes pretty darn quick. So I'm working towards the back of my head, still doing about an inch, maybe a little bit bigger than an inch sections, and still rolling all backwards. Some people like to alternate curling back and forward. I just like to keep it simple, going all back. So I'm back here, rolling behind, keeping that end out and pulling through. You want to tug on the curls while they're still warm, and that keeps them, basically once the hair is cooled, it's going to be locked into that shape. So if your hair has a hard time holding curl, maybe you don't want to tug on it as much, but...
Jacqueline,
yeah.
a question that my clients always ask is, how do you do the back? And so, as you can see, sometimes you just have to redirect the back sections just a little bit closer to the front so you can access them. You don't have to curl them at the back.
Yeah. I mean, you can stretch as much as you want. Sometimes it is a little challenging, but yeah, you're just going back as far as you can. If you do slightly, bring it forward a little bit to reach it, that's fine. That's fine. And as you can see, I don't hold mine very long. My hair hangs on to curl fairly easily, so to keep it looking loose, I just go quickly.
How high is your curling iron turned up?
So mine's in the middle. Mine's, what would that be, like 350? This is a Hot Tools 1-inch curling iron. Yes, I like pink, but I didn't really pick the pink glitter. It was on sale. Okay, let's be real.
I know your tools are very, very glittery.
Oh my God, I didn't really realize they were both glittery. Drama, it's fine. Okay, so I've done this middle section. I've raked it through with my fingers, and then I take my flat iron, and that's where you're gonna go through and stretch it out and straighten out those ends. So, like this piece is a little too curled. You want to avoid Shirley Temple curls. I'm sorry, it's just not. If that's the look you like, that's fine. But
it's not the look we're going for.
Not the look we're doing today. That's another tutorial for another day. But you can just see I'm kind of stretching it out. Hence the good heat protector. See, I missed a piece, so. Oh, we all make mistakes. It's fun.
Even hairstylists miss sections.
Even hairstylists miss sections. It's okay. And that's when you come to work and somebody's like, hey girl,
I'm gonna need you to like.
You got a piece missing. All right, so then the top. So really quick, you're not doing like a million different sections, just about, I mean, honestly, 2 or 3. Some days I only do 2 if I'm running behind. And typically these curls will last, I wash my hair about every 2 to 3 days, so they'll last until then. Are you ready to swap? Okay, cool. Should I just slide over maybe? Can you slide her this way?
Sure. We're just gonna slide the chair.
Hey.
Hey, and we're back. Okay, so when I do curls, and when I'm telling people how to do curls, I always give them a point of reference. It's just easier for people to remember where to section. Like Jacqueline said, I break it down into 3 big sections. So my first section is normally at the top of the ears. I already did my 2 sections underneath. I did have to break it down a little bit more because Hannah does have a lot of hair. But for people like me, 3 sections is just fine. So the top of the ears is the first section. My next section is going to be the corner of the eyebrows. And then the top, obviously. So I finished those 2 sections below. And again, like Jacqueline said, everything around the face, you want to curl away from the face. And so I do like to alternate my curls. I
do like it with long hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like it just gives, oh, we got a little snarl here. Hold on.
Snarl alert.
There we go.
It happens to everybody, folks.
Happens to everyone. So I do curl away from the face. I do like to alternate, and I'm also leaving the last inch of the hair out. If you feel like your curl ever gets too tight before it cools down, you can pull on it a little bit, and that'll stretch the curl out as well. Because, again, as Jacqueline mentioned, that the curl doesn't get locked in until it's finally cooled. So you have a little bit of wiggle room there to make adjustments if you need to. Actually, I'm going to break this down into a couple more sections. Okay, so the section right after the hairline, I'm going to curl towards the other curl. This is going to give it that beachy, that really beachy look, kind of makes it look a little bit more natural. Like she just jumped in the ocean.
I woke up like this. Lashes and all.
Ooh.
Sometimes you do, Hannah, and it really does surprise me how good you look in the morning.
It's true. If I don't wash my face, then I leave everything on and I sleep like a little...
Sleep pretty.
Yes, sleep real pretty.
You can train yourself to not sleep on your hair.
How?
Like in college, I trained myself to sleep like this.
Oh my god.
And it stays.
I look good when I wake up. So I know I look terrible actually most of the time when I wake up. So I
I've trained myself not to pull off my lashes in my sleep.
Oh.
was
like
that an issue?
No, like fake lashes, my fake lashes. But I haven't figured out how to not snore.
Oh, I don't know if you can train yourself not to do that.
Well, if anybody has any tips, let me know.
I mean, I don't really have a segue
DM me.
to get out of that one. So we'll just let you guys think about Hannah snoring. All right, so I'm still going along and alternating the curls. Again, leaving that last inch out.
Do you want to
Talk about
the difference?
Yeah. So this is a Marcel curling iron. It has the big clamp like that, and then Jacqueline's is
a spring
curling iron. Yeah. What's the difference? This is what we were trained to use in cosmetology school. So it's just like that's professional too, but
well, the Marcel technically is a professional curling iron. Like you can't buy that at Ulta. I think when you're curling someone else's hair, it does give a more seamless curl, and it's quicker, I think. Whereas I cannot use that on myself. I can use it on someone else, but I cannot use it on myself.
I mean, it definitely, I mean, don't you remember in beauty school, the day that you learned how to do this? Because we had to sit here with our curling iron off and go like this and just rotate it all day long, over and over and over. Yep, and then learn how to clamp it. So, I mean, if you want to try to use it, you can, but it's a little bit difficult. It definitely takes practice to use.
Yeah. I'm gonna show this top half, the front whenever you want to.
We will just keep moving along here, and then I'm going to let Hannah's hair cool for a little bit because, like I said, if you break up the curls before the hair is completely cool, you're just going to basically just rip the curl out.
And it depends on the hair texture, like Jacqueline was saying.
Yeah.
Jacqueline's hair texture holds it a little better because she's had highlights and stuff like that to help hold the... to rough up the cuticle a little bit.
It's sensitized a little bit?
So depending on, your hair best, if your hair really holds onto a curl really well, then you can tug on it a little bit if you don't want such a tight curl, but my hair does kind of fall easily, so she's going to let it cool.
And we are using 1 1/4 barrel. Jacqueline was using 1 inch. Mm-hmm. So that also just depends on your hair texture, how the length of your hair. Because if I were to use 1 1/4 inch in my hair, there would be no curl. There's just not enough.
Mine
not enough hair for it.
It looks bizarre.
It always looks like I gave myself a blowout every single time.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
But not the good kind, the 2005 blowout. Newscaster hair.
Mine just flips all my layers out in not in an orderly fashion.
Hmm. Right. moving right along.
So everybody,
Did you guys sorry.
no,
I just
I was gonna say something dumb, so go for it.
so sorry.
Oh my
God.
Yeah, you just talk.
So, as far as like products, a lot of clients ask like, what should I put in my hair before I curl? And depending on your hair texture, I keep it simple personally. I always say heat protectant, something that's going to help give your hair hold. So like either a thickening spray or a mousse, depending on what you're more comfortable with. Yeah, basically you need those two when it's wet, and then we'll get into the dry stuff later.
Yeah.
And really quick, I don't. So when I hairspray, I hairspray by section. I'm not hairspraying every single curl. Like the moment I drop a curl, I'm not hairspraying it. Mm-hmm. So it's just, that's dumb. Don't do it. All right, moving on.
All right. She said, "Don't do it."
I said, don't do it. We need to get some wheelie chairs.
Yeah, we do need chairs on wheels. Okay. So, I've finished this half, and now I'm going to show you just kind of this last section. Sorry. I had to get my mirror back. Okay. So, I also wanted to shout out one thing. So, if you have a wand, so say this is a wand, which I could use it as a wand if I wanted to, but the main difference is with a wand, your arm will be over your head. So this looks really attractive, but it's fine. And still you're wrapping away from the face.
And just for our clients to know, why are you opening the clamp?
I open it so it doesn't leave like a crease mark from the clamp. So you can see it's a slightly different curl pattern than with when I use the spring or the clamp, but that's personal preference, to be honest. I can just do it faster when I use the clamp, so that's what I prefer. But the main thing is that with a clamp, your arm is down. With a wand, your arm is over your head. So, a little trick for you. All right, so again, going behind, rolling backwards. You've got that inch out, pulling through. Trying to hit all my cameras here. If you guys have any questions, kind of throw them out there.
Is anyone asking any questions?
I haven't seen any questions yet.
A lot of people joining, but nobody asking anything.
That's okay. They're just watching and learning. Okay.
So do you normally wrap?
No, I don't know what I was doing.
Oh. I was like, oh. I didn't know that you did that.
I started getting, I don't know, I did that one little wand tutorial and when do you guys use, a question, when do you use hairspray versus texturizing spray? Good question. That's a great question. So, texturizing spray is for adding, obviously, texture, volume, pieciness. Maybe it has like a little bit of hold, but hairspray is actually going to hold the style. Yeah. So when you're looking for just like sort of tousled pieciness, messiness, basically, you want to use a texturizing spray and then hairspray to hold the style. We'll also kind of show you the difference on how to apply them too. So
yes, and think of texturizing spray as like back combing in a bottle. That's like what we try to remember. It's going to give you, if you spray it on your roots, it's going to give you tons of lift. Mm-hmm. And I also like to do it before. Sometimes I'll even put texture spray in before I curl my hair like Jacqueline's doing, just to give that like added like separation. That always helps too. But a lot of people use the texture spray after they curl. But like she said, there isn't really hold to it, so they do two different things.
Yeah. Hopefully that helped.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
slide it over.
Slide it over. We really do need some chairs on
wheels. Okay, so now she is.
I've cooled.
She's cooled. She's cooled.
If you should rate, well,
no,
because then I cover of you.
Yeah, because then
Hi, Leah.
Then I won't exist. So yeah, so her hair is cooled. So what I normally like to do with my hair is I will curl it and then I won't break it up yet, and I'll just do my makeup. So it's curling, or It's cooling for like 15, 20, 25 minutes, you know, depending on what I'm doing with my face that day.
Okay.
So, okay, nice and cooled. We've already hairsprayed her. So now I'm just gonna go through and break them up with my hands. You don't want to use a brush. Don't use a brush, don't use a comb. Just go in and break. Sorry, I'm like trying to also not pull her hair.
It's fine.
Oh, I had to snarl again. Hanny, I think it's time for a haircut.
We need a trim.
Oh, I just have tangly hair.
Well, that's a good point too. Like, if your hair is starting to tangle a lot, definitely time for a trim, because once it starts to tangle on itself, it's just going to pull itself down, become flat. Yeah, we don't want that. Nobody wants flat hair.
Okay, so now that she's nice and separated, this is when we're going to go in with the texture. Han, do you want to...
Do I want to do it?
Yeah, do you want to just show them how you would do it on yourself? It's
Yeah.
different when I'm standing over her and when she's applying.
Yeah, so going back to texture spray versus hairspray, I always say texture spray is more interior, whereas the hair finishing spray is more like exterior, if that makes sense. So for this, they always say to come in from underneath. So I get the ends nice and separated, and then for lift at my root, I come in there.
So notice that she is pretty far away from her where she's spraying, and you don't want to. Holy cloud! You don't want to be right next to like where you want to spray. You want it to disperse.
She said all the texture.
She sure did.
I'm not washing my hair till Thursday, so.
Cool.
And then I break through it too before you put the finishing spray on there. Okay.
And there you have it, folks. Han, your hair is really getting long too.
Thank you so much.
So good.
Anybody that's trying to grow out their hair knows how much that compliment means.
Yeah, so the texture spray just added fullness, separation. Yeah, cool. And also, when you alternate the curl, it helps so that the curl doesn't collapse on each other and turn into like one big S wave, basically. That's always helpful too. Cool. So there we go.
What's next?
Look
I'm
one.
gonna do mine.
Oh yeah.
Erica's like, oh yeah, there's someone else here. Let's raise this up. Okay. So, yeah, you can use dry texture spray from Orbay or the VIP from Kerastase. I like them both. So yeah, same sort of thing. I go a little bit closer to my root just because, oh girl needs a little bit of root volume. Gotta have those roots. Okay. Again, like Hannah was doing, just spraying underneath. Get the front there. You can really, I mean, you can go to town, you can spray as much or as little of that as you want, but it's just gonna help keep it nice and piecey. And then I like a stronger hold hairspray, that's just me. And then you just kind of dust the top.
Dust it.
Dust it. Yeah.
Cool.
So now I feel ready. I feel
Great.
complete. Okay.
Cool. So I wanted to show you guys the like lazy girl updo. I do my hair like this probably too much. I feel like my clients are like surprised when my hair is actually down for once. But I'm also trying to grow my hair out, so it's, you know, doesn't always look the best down. Hold on. Okay. So, thank you. And thank you. All right, so this is my natural curl. I also wear my hair like this a lot in the summer just because it's easy. And why are you guys chuckling? Oh, never mind. Okay, moving on. It's super easy, and I love to do this style with my natural curl or how Jacqueline was demonstrating the curl with the curling iron. You can do it either way. You definitely don't have to have naturally curly hair to do this. So I want to create some volume. So just like they were showing you, putting this at my root.
And especially if you have clean hair, you always want to use
Yes.
the texture spray because otherwise it's going to fall right out.
Yes. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, this is kind of like an awkward position. I guess I'll go right here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip my hair back so I can get it going in the direction where I want it to be. Oh, Jack, I'm using the mirror.
I'm trying to fix it.
Oh. So you want, I always leave my sides out so that way I can pin them back and twist them and just give it a little bit more, more texture. Obviously I have a ton of texture as is, but if I were to do it with the waves that Jacqueline's wearing, having these guys out so you can like twist them back and like pull them out, just gives it a more textured look. So then I am just going to wrap, just like if you were going to like throw your hair on top of your head and put it in that bun, that's basically what I did.
Like a little messy bun?
Yep, like a little messy bun. So then you want to pull out so it gets a little bit more slouchy.
Will it help if I hold the mirror on the other side of you?
Oh, that's okay. I'm looking at a mirror right here, so it's good. Okay, so then you want to pull your bun out, like so. And then for these guys, so I didn't leave enough out. You want to leave like some around your face just so it has that like loose feel to it. So for this, just go in. I just put red lipstick in my hair, but it's okay.
You need some lip sense.
Okay. Shameless plug. Shameless plug. But you're right, I do. All right, and same thing on this side. Just twisting these back.
And the more hair you have, you can take it in smaller sections too. Like if someone had really long, whatever, you can break it up into a couple.
Yep.
I think having whether your hair is curled or naturally, with wave, that's like the biggest help too.
Yeah.
Just have that texture.
Yeah, so I've never tried to do this with my straight hair. I don't think it would look as cute because Peyton wears it straight and hers looks really cute.
Yeah, we'll have to ask her.
Yeah, we'll have to ask her how because she still creates a lot of texture when her hair's straight. I just prefer to not have my hair straight. That's really all. So yeah, so this is
very cute.
This is it, pretty simple. And then if you have like some weird things happening back here, just taking a pin, like this looks kind of strange. So taking a pin and just pinning that down, like that. Cool?
Just kind of fuss with it
Yeah.
until you like it.
And it's supposed to be messy, you want it to look messy. So, but you also want it to look like purposeful, you know what I mean? Cool. So that's the lazy girl updo. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. And then,
do we want to do one more?
yeah, where are we at with time?
A half hour.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
One more?
sure.
Okay, yeah, I might need this. Well,
Okay.
I guess.
Here, you can use this one.
Okay. Not gonna lie, I haven't done this one in a while, so we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna do the half up top knot. So for you short-haired girls, this will be perfect. This is an easy little updo to switch up your hairstyle. So, kind of brushing out some of the hairspray I just put in, but kind of get it all going backwards. Then I go typically right around my temples. No, sorry, not my temples, like where my hair recedes, and go back. So if you can kind of see where that is. I'm thinning on the sides. You gotta take that biotin. Okay. getting all the little flyaways pulled back. You can comb it back if you need to, but I like it just kind of, you'll pull it out a little bit anyways, so it's fine. And then I have clear little rubber bands. You can use a regular hair tie is fine too. And
Jack, you're not going all the way to the back with that.
right, I'm sorry, does that, can you kind of see?
Yeah.
Okay. And wrap that around.
Jack, you never wear your hair like this at work. Why not?
I don't know.
You should. It's so cute on you.
Good question.
It is very
I feel like a valley girl right now. Okay. So sorry, you guys ever call those Sharkies when you used to have like the bubbles?
No.
Oh, I just call them a pain in my ass.
Or that. Okay, so if you kind of pull it from the back, you'll get your ponytail to stand up a little bit easier. So you'll do that, and then you tease a little bit, just a little bit. And then I like to spray a little texture spray in that. And then I gradually twist. So I'm twisting and pulling it down kind of at the same time, if that made any sense. So then, obviously this looks weird, but you'll go ahead and put one pin in there. Get that secure right there. And then kind of pull it apart a little bit. And do another pin. And then you just kind of pull and pin as needed. You can start to pull it out a little bit too if you want to reshape it. But yeah, quick, easy.
Cute.
You know, and then of course, put a little hairspray on there. Don't leave home without it. Spray back any little flyaways, which honestly these are just a lost cause, so that's fine. But yeah, and then you'd kind of want to like fluff up the bottom too. But so you're just twisting and then wrapping, pin, and kind of pull out where you need it to be fluffed. Yeah.
Looks cute.
Okay.
Cool. And also when she was
because you do this too.
Yeah.
So,
Even when I wear my hair in my top knots, like all of it on top of my head. So I have very thin hair. So how she was back combing her ponytail, that's how I get my bun to look so big. A lot of my girls, you know, are always wondering like, you know, we know your hair's short. How does it look like, you know, you have the length of Hannah. And yeah, so that's key. So you want to back comb that ponytail, whether it's a half up, top knot, or if you're doing the full, back combing the ponytail and then just smoothing it around. And yeah, just smoothing all those little guys down.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
It's hard. When you're doing it, you like want it to look perfect, but honestly, you just kind of have to like let it not be so perfect.
Yeah. Just let it do its thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Well, that's all that we have for you guys today. Thanks, Hannah, for being our model. And your commentary is always appreciated.
Yes.
And yeah, if you guys want to see anything else, if you want to learn more different hair tutorials, just let us know, definitely. We're always up for doing this.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Let us know what you guys want to see. Shoot. Well, there was something I was gonna. Well, side note for any salon people, clients, this is a short week, so we will not be here over Memorial Day weekend. So just a heads up on that if you're needing some summer hair before the summer unofficially starts.
Yeah, yeah, we're going to be closed Friday through Monday, so we'll be back on Tuesday. But you can call and leave a message, of course, and they will get back to you as soon as they can.
That's right.
And also, starting June 1st, we are no longer going to be open on Sundays. So
For the summer.
for the summer, just for the summer, until like August or September.
Summer hours.
Summer hours, yeah. So I finally get a weekend day off. I'm very excited. If you see me at brunch, I apologize in advance.
Erica's gonna be having some fun.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get too turned this summer, but
Ooh.
it's okay. It'll be fine.
Exciting.
Yeah, so I think that's all we have.
Yeah, I think that's it. Otherwise, we will see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.